Guys, welcome back to RHP. This is Ronji Health Tips, a channel that gives you none other than good health content that could be beneficial either to you yourself or somebody you know, somebody close to you. Tag them along, let them come and benefit out of the episodes that we are sharing on this channel. And today, I'm more than grateful. I'm back with Dr. Alube. We've had Dr. Alube here before discussing with us the diabetes, and today we are delighted to have him back. Thank you so much for joining me, Dr.
Hello, Ronji. I'm delighted also to be with you today.
Thank you so much. We don't take your presence for granted as usual. Now, today we want to talk about constipation, Dr. It's a lot of theories, a lot of, definitions out here. What is constipation? How can we prevent constipation? Just go right ahead and tell us, educate us. Yes.
We could say that the word constipation used either medically or by lay people, sometimes to mean different things.
Yes.
But the medical definition of it is just basically reduced bowel activity, in which you are not going for your long calls. You are not visiting the washrooms as often as usual for you. And when you do go, things get a bit hard.
Okay.
So say if you normally open your bowel 3-4 times a day.
Yes.
And now you're going only once a day.
Yes.
You could call that constipation.
Okay.
If you do it twice a week and now you're going only once a week, that's constipation.
Yes.
Or when you do go and then you have to struggle, then you know that we would still call that constipation. Yeah.
So the usual or the normal way is to go smoothly, number one, and to go according to your frequent
your normal regularity.
Routine.
Yes, your normal regularity.
Okay.
So when the habit changes, especially when it gets less frequent,
reduces, yes.
And the consistency also gets a bit hard, then we would call that constipation.
You would call that constipation. And I know we've experienced this. I have experienced constipation, and I know maybe one of our viewers or two, or some of them have experienced this. And sometimes we don't know what to do. What can we do? Is it something for it to occur? Is it something that we aid in? We contribute for it to occur to us?
Well, basically, we could say that a change in your bowel habit, either less frequent or more frequent, usually should make you a bit curious.
Yes.
You would want to know whether there's a reason.
Yes.
Especially when it gets less frequent. And you would want to know whether whether there's something you're not getting right.
Yeah.
Like we know that majority of people who suffer from constipation do so because of some lifestyle, some way they live, the way they eat, or what they eat, or what they don't eat. Basically, for your digestive system to work well, you need some amount of fiber. Fiber means that portion of your diet which you cannot digest. Basically, because maybe it's made from, it's mainly derived from plants.
Yes.
The part of a plant we call cellulose, grass, and other things like that.
Yes.
Which can only best be digested by ruminants. These animals that eat grass.
Yes.
A human being is not a ruminant, so he may not be able to digest cellulose.
Yes.
So foods which are high in cellulose are good for you because what they do is that portion of the food which you are not digesting.
Yes.
So it comes out undigested, and when it comes out undigested, it will reach from the small intestine where most of the food you have digested is absorbed from. This one goes through undigested.
Yes.
And it is has a lot of water. When it gets to your large intestine, the water is removed.
Yes.
And so the bulk of what is not digested therefore is left behind, and that's what comes out as your stool. Now, the amount of water removed from what you have eaten from this undigested depends very much how long it takes.
Yes.
For this to pass through your large intestine.
Yes.
And that the time it takes for you to pass through the large intestine depends also on at which point your large intestine will feel full. It has to feel it has to feel full for you to get the urge
to go
for your long course. If there is a lot of undigested stuff which is reaching the large intestine,
yes,
it will fill up faster.
Yes.
And therefore,
you will
less water is removed from it, and when less water is removed, you will have a softer stool.
Yes, it will be softer.
That's right.
And the urge for going will be
earlier,
faster. Yeah.
So you are likely, therefore, to maintain your normal frequency.
Yes.
If your frequency is once a day, then you'll be able to maintain that.
Yes.
So by eating high fiber food, therefore, because of that explanation I've just given you, you are more likely to have a smoother stool.
Yes. And in and one that comes at your regular frequency.
So that anybody whose normal bowel habit changes should get concerned. Just like you go to the washroom and you're getting very loose, frequent stools. That's abnormal.
Yes.
If you get less hard motion, that's also abnormal. So you need to find out what the reason might be.
Yes.
A lot of the time, like I said, has something to do with you not eating enough fiber.
Yes.
And we call that a lifestyle problem, just like what we mentioned when we talked about diabetes.
You know, I've just remembered when we were talking about diabetes, we mentioned lifestyle and the kinds of foods that we should be eating in order to prevent diabetes. And we touched on this. We said we should do wholesome meals.
Yes.
Whole grains.
Yes.
Less of junk, less of processed food.
Yes.
The same rule applies when it comes to constipation.
Yes, indeed.
It still goes back to what we consume.
Right.
So the more healthier food we consume for ourselves, the better.
It is for your general health. It will help you in many, many other ways. Even beyond diabetes, beyond constipation.
Wow.
Right.
That's amazing, and I'm happy because we are all. It's like lifestyle helps in solving some of these conditions. We can prevent them easily just by regulating our lifestyle. You said we eat wholesome food and then we drink plenty of water.
Fluid, yes.
Yeah.
And eat a lot of vegetables.
Yes.
Fruits.
Yes.
Yes.
Some people in urban areas, they prefer having their food processed. You know, there is this, for example, ugali, the one that is processed.
Yes.
Some people consume that. I'm not.
The sifted flour.
Yeah.
Which is very refined. It will give you a very smooth.
Taste.
Yeah, so you enjoy that, but the result is constipation.
Yes.
Same even to bread, cakes. If it is made from wholemeal flour, it helps your digestion better than the white
processed flour.
Yes.
So if you are going for your favorite, meals, your chapati, go for the flour that has not been processed. The whole meal.
Yes.
I hope they're understanding. I hope you're getting our point. Go for the whole meal flour and make whatever you want to make out of it. It is much recommended than the other one, the white, which is reduced in nutrients, and also it's not aiding when it comes to conditions like constipation.
The fiber content. Yes.
The fiber content is low or zero at with some. What can we do when we have constipation? Because I understand it makes us uncomfortable. It could be painful.
Yes, and you see it has got its own. Like I said, a lot of the people who have constipation have it because of what they have not eaten or what
they've eaten.
But there are times also when it's also a symptom of other problems. There could be an underlying reason, an underlying cause.
Okay.
Like people who have some systemic conditions like diabetes can have constipation as a result of the diabetes. Some other diseases of your large intestine.
Yes.
There's one we call diverticulosis. There are some others we call ulcerative colitis, which are associated with
Yes.
a changed bowel habit.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, we cannot oversimplify it by just saying it's all lifestyle.
Yes.
No.
There are.
If you have tried adjusting your lifestyle by eating the right thing and the constipation persists,
Yes.
then you need
You
to
need
get medical attention.
Yes.
Because if you constipate also for long, the constipation itself has some complications, like some people get piles, which are also called hemorrhoids.
I've heard those before and it was not funny.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I won't wish it on anybody. It was very uncomfortable. It is just an experience on its own. Oh yeah?
Yeah, so we should not ignore any change in bowel habit. You attend to it by trying to eat right, live right, remain active,
Yes.
physically active,
Yes.
do exercise, rest,
Yes.
and if the constipation persists, then you must see a healthcare provider
Yes.
who will then be able to know what to do. They will assess your bowel function.
Yes.
Maybe look for any local causes of the constipation. If you can't find, then maybe you may even have to go and see a specialist
Yes.
who can check your intestines, the
Yes.
large intestine. There are tests, imaging tests like endoscopies, colonoscopies, and
Yes.
so on.
Yes.
But as I said again, majority of people with constipation do not need any of those things. They just need to adjust their lifestyle.
Their lifestyle.
Yes.
Thank you so much. That is helpful. If you have any question concerning constipation, you've experienced it before, share your experience with us. How did you get back to, your normal, healthy life? Did you do the lifestyle adjustments that we've talked about? If you are going through constipation right now, you might want to listen into this conversation. You might want to do a few of lifestyle adjustments. If you don't know exactly what it is you want to do, you can reach out to us. You can, we are going to put our email address at the comment section. Reach out, let us help you on the foods to eat and what to avoid and what to do so that we can walk with you the journey of constipation. You don't need to suffer any more than you've already suffered. Thank you so much, Daktari. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, Ronji. I think you are doing a magnificent job.
Thank you.
I hope it is helping the viewers.
I hope it is helping them.
Add some value to their life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you for your help. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you so much for joining us too. And God bless you. See you on another episode.
Bye-bye.